Hello, konnichiwa. This is Setsuna, and welcome back to Your Turn to Die, Death Game by Majority, Chapter 2, Part 1, Day 3, Night. So, it is currently the end of the day of the last day of the Trust Barter Game, which means I think we have one more attraction to do, and then we're done, I believe. In our actual playthrough that we're doing, Sara has 90 of her own me tokens. We've barely traded at all, and we have 9 clear chips so far. Q-Taro has 10 tokens, and we have 10 of Q-Taro's tokens and 10 of Reko's tokens. So, in the last video, we did a couple of the bad endings, the hallucination ending and the Cephalen brainwashing ending. So today, before we go further into the plot, I think that we should take some time to check out all of the AIs that we can purchase, all of the personal information that we can buy from the token exchange. So I spent a couple hours, quite a lot of time, going back all the way to the beginning of the chapter from the first token exchange, the first negotiation we can do to get enough tokens. I have that on 2 different save files. And before we do the 2 save files that I have, I'll just quickly go over how to get each person's tokens. I think I'll do that as we do each AI, but I'll quickly go over the general information. So, out of all of the characters that there are, let's go back here. Out of all 9 characters, you can only get the personal information for 4 of the characters, those being Reko, Nao, Gin, and Q-Taro. The only people that you can get tokens from are those 4 and also Keiji. So in 2 of the attractions, you can get other people's tokens. The first opportunity to do attractions is when you go into the Ruined Corridor. There, if you pick the arm wrestling attraction and you choose to do it with Q-Taro, you can get 10 tokens just from doing the attraction. You're trading. And then the only other attraction where you can get tokens is the Stay on Target attraction, where if you choose to do it with Reko, she'll give you 30 tokens in exchange for 2 of the clear chips. So those are the only ways outside of negotiations to get tokens. Other than that, in the negotiations, you can only get tokens within the first 2 days. On the 3rd day, you can get tokens from Q-Taro, but you have to use it within the morning time. If you go past it, then you get the game over, because that's the only way is accepting Q-Taro's tokens. I'll go into more detail when we get to Q-Taro's part. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is the only people who will willingly trade tokens with you or give you tokens is Keiji. He'll only give you 20 tokens. That's all you can get from him, which is why you can't buy his personal information. And then you can get a total of 50 Reko tokens, 30 from the attraction and then 20 from trading. You can get 50 Nao tokens, both on different negotiations on different days. You can get 60 of Gin's tokens through negotiations. He'll just give them to you if you choose to speak with him. And then you can get a total of 70 tokens, 30 of which you can actually keep. The other 40 leads to game over from Q-Taro. Anyways, I'll have everything written down in the description if you don't want to bother to watch through the video if you want to do it yourself. But I highly recommend if you're lost on how to get the tokens and you want to be able to play them, definitely check it out. I will say as a disclaimer that in one singular run, you can only get enough tokens for Gin and Nao or Gin and Reko. You can't get 50 plus tokens of Nao and Reko at the same time, mainly because of the one trade where it's a 3-way trade and you have to decide if you receive from Reko or if you receive from Nao. And then you can also get all of Q-Taro's while getting Gin and Nao or Gin and Reko if you do the arm wrestling game, but of course you have to be aware that there's a game over if you choose to receive 40 tokens for him. Anyway, I'm sure that's all confusing, but let's just go individually. So I'm going to go to my save file that I have. One of them I have of Reko's tokens. One of them I have of Nao, all 50 Nao tokens and 50 Gin tokens. And then I've already recorded the Q-Taro ones because that one I just discovered while playing it. So I will see you when we do Reko's information. Alright, so we have the intense music. I think this is day 3 night, which is why the music is very intense. But I played through everything and we have 50 Reko tokens. And then we also have all 20 of KG's tokens that he can give us. And then 30 Nao, 20 Gin, and 30 Q-Taro. So quite a bit of a lot of them. But clearly I only have enough to buy the information for Reko in this save file. So we will go straight to the monitor room. And we will go to the prize exchange. And we will purchase Miss Reko. Okay. Well then, here's your prize. Obtain Reko's personal information. Use the startup device in the monitor room to view the personal information. Alrighty. Love our cute little Reko. Reko Yabusama's personal information can only be viewed in the monitor room. I should find a time when no one's looking. Perfect. Good old eye level right next to Sara. So nice. It looks like an AI of Reko will answer me. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go over how to get Reko's tokens if you want her AI. First, you have to play the Stay on Target attraction with Reko, and that'll give you 30 of her tokens. And then you have to make sure to not do the discussion with Alice or just not give Alice 20 of the tokens. Even if you start Alice's side quest, if you just ignore him the next morning, then he won't take your tokens. It's not like an automatic, he takes it, just don't speak to him, don't say that you have her tokens, and then you'll be good. And then during the second negotiation on day 1, trade 20 tokens with Reko. So this is when Reko and Nao are speaking together. You have to make sure that you give your tokens to Nao and you receive tokens from Reko. And that's how you get 50 of her tokens. So let's speak with her. Yo, Sara, what's up? This is an AI of Reko. Huh? Something's weird? Right, I'm an AI, aren't I? Is it okay if I ask you things? Hell yeah, ask away. Alright, history. I'm a super cool 23-year-old singer-songwriter. Something like that. I've liked music since I was a kid. Classical, folk, heavy metal. I listened to all of it. Aww. Think around grade school, I found myself starting to compose and write lyrics. My instincts moved my body. Aw, that's really cool. That was a fun time. People praised me, and my parents were just plain happy. Once they started calling me a gifted kid, then there started to be more noise. Oh. Old jerks in the music industry wanted money, my pops craving the limelight. Before I knew it, I was making music that my heart wasn't in. So they do mention Reko's father. But again, just like how Gin's father is written as a not very nice person, Reko's father also seems to be not the greatest of father figures. In middle school, I rebelled. I was a rocker. I made tons of songs nobody even wanted. But even then, noise swarmed around me. Man, even my spirit had to give in. From high school on, all the spice was gone. Didn't even have anger. My activity dried up. I had tons of chances to be famous, but I smashed them all. I was totally just the industry's problem child. Aww. Everybody kept their distance from me. Once, I couldn't even gather members. I borrowed Alice to make a band. Aww. Then, 2.5 years ago, he caused that incident. Well, at any rate, I am who I am now because of that stupid past. Learned something from that, Sara? Oh, yeah, that's really sweet. I really like Reko's backstory. There's a lot you can learn from her experience. Physical info. 5'7", 121 pounds. Pretty proud of my reflexes, and I can remember choreography in a snap. So my memory's banging. Well, I'm not great at baseball and stuff. Well, maybe I'm not great at anything that's got nothing to do with music. Oh. By the way, what are your measurements? Sara, no reason to tell you that, right? So she won't answer just anything. Even her AI can be kind of troublesome. Sara, that's not the thing you should be concerned about. Learning. Family. Well, I like my mom, though she's a little weird. She's affectionate, and I cause her lots of trouble. Yeah, I gotta show my appreciation more. I like that she mentions how Reko's mom is kind of weird. To me, like, especially with the Alice event in Your Turn to Shine with Mishima, how he mentions their parents or their mother being, I don't know, not exactly aloof, but like very specific, and it seems like she's the type of mom that believes anything she reads online, which is why she raised Alice as a girl, but then didn't really care when Alice spoke up about how he is a boy and doesn't want to be treated as a girl. But yeah, I don't know. My old man, well, he's a good guy, but let's say he gives in to temptation. He's not the most true to his convictions. Okay, so he's not that bad. I hated him for the longest time, but he's woken up now and gone back to his plain and simple personality. After them is Alice, huh? What should I say? Why'd he do something like that? A while after he got arrested, I left music. I just remembered. At the time, I wrote in my diary, which is rare. I wrote that music, the thing I'd poured my soul into all this time, suddenly felt like a cold series of notes, this inorganic thing. I wondered, was this how music sounded to people who didn't care about it? Aww. I always thought I didn't care about my brother and never listened to him, but truth is, maybe I was a little jealous of my normal brother, and I acted that way out of spite. You shouldn't ever murder somebody. Oh, very conflicting feelings. Death game info. Why do I gotta go through this? Do we have anything in common? I haven't gotten a clue. Something in common? I wonder if there is. That's an interesting thing to talk about with the death game. What she holds dear. Believe it or not, I think family's important, right? I want to show appreciation to my parents. But, like, right now, the original me is being put through this death game, yeah? If she dies, she can't do anything. So when you think of it like that, what's important is my own life, ain't it? What about your instruments? Instruments? When I first met Reko, I heard she treasured her bongos. Bongos? Well, sure, I'm playing bongos in my new band, but bongos don't seem to be ringing a bell for this AI Reko. Oh yeah, so this is another hint for the final attraction. Nice. Alright, is that everything? I think so. Awesome. Well, now I think we will move on to the different save file where I have Gin and Nao's information. Let's go. Alright, so in this save file, Sara only has 40 of her own tokens left. And then I have 10 Q-Taro tokens, 30 of Reko's, 60 of Gin's, and then 50 of Nao's. So we can buy both of their information. So let's just let's get them both right now. Awesome. Nao's personal information. These are in the form of documents. Read them whenever you wish. Oh, yeah, so Nao's are only in paper form, which is a hint or a clue as to the fact that Nao doesn't have a monitor, and therefore she was never a candidate. So Gashu just had to put together these files on information they can find. And then might as well buy gains as well. Traded tokens! Well then, here's your prize. 10 Gin's personal info. Use the startup device in the monitor room to view the personal information. Alright, let's go to the monitor room, and then we will... Okay, before we go into Nao's personal info, I'll quickly again go over how to get her tokens. So hers is pretty simple. During the second negotiation on day 1, trade 20 tokens with Nao. Again, this is a 3-way with Reko. You have to make sure to give your tokens to Reko and then receive 20 tokens from Nao. And then during the second negotiation on day 2, you trade 30 tokens with Nao. And then you got your 50. Alright, let's read Nao Ekokoro's personal info. There's a lot written here. What should I read? Oh, it's nice that they were able to gather enough. History. Egasaki Elementary School. Graduated. Egasaki Middle School. Graduated. 3rd Kurotsuki Private High School. Graduated. Takesasa Private College of Art. currently first year. So yeah, I'm assuming the high school, third Kurotsuki, is the high school where Mishima teaches, which is good to know. And yeah, this information really looks like stuff you would find just in a transcript or like a resume, which is most likely how they obtained it. It's just bare bones information. Middle class, born and raised by a very ordinary family. School grades below average. Oh. Focused on art starting in high school, and now seems interested in pursuing only that. Looks up to an art club advisor she met in high school, which is Mishima, staying deeply intimate with him even post-graduation, often seen going to the man's atelier. That must be Professor Mishima. Doesn't appear to have many friends, but has a long association with most she does have. So it's suspected she values relationships. Oh, she values long relationships. Yeah, because we see she has a friend from high school that they apply to university together in the manga. Also, refrains from going out at night, generally staying at home even on days off. No information known on what men she associates with. Oh, seems that's it. Okay, so we read her history, physical info. Nao Ekokoro, age 19, gender female, height 162 centimeters, 5'4", weight 55 kilograms, 121 pounds. I'm surprised that VG person left the centimeters here, considering he changed all the other ones to only say like feet and pounds. But maybe it's because it's in like written information that it makes sense. It wouldn't make sense to like say things in brackets if the AIs were actually speaking. Has little experience in sports and the like, limited to PE classes in compulsory education. Even so, her reflexes are poor. Aww. Perhaps due to her inclination toward art, she has very good eyesight. Her ability to remember a scene for a long time or recognize the individual flaps of a bird's wing is within reason, yet superb. Aww. Since much of this comes from practice, about the only thing that can be called a born talent, it is thought, is her passionate love for art. No other notable characteristics, although she has a large... Okay. That's just flat out sexual harassment. Tore out the last line and threw it away. Good job, Sara. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Gosh, okay. Gosh, what are you thinking? Seems that's it. Or maybe that was Midori. Gosh. Anyways. Let's look at relatives. Born to a middle-class, extremely average family, both parents are in good health. Having good relations with them, her situation is common yet happy. The father has been an office worker for 20 years. The mother has carried various jobs. No siblings. The father is under his wife's thumb. When they fight, it appears Nao Ekokoro often defends her father to resolve the conflict. Huh. Aw. They observed it this much? Yeah, despite Nao not being a candidate, they still got really detailed information about her. Death game info. Safely cleared the first trial, survived the first main game. Greatly affected mentally by death of her teacher. Took off with teacher's head and ran amok. Yeah, so this part really seems like stuff that they're just jot noting about what happens, since the AIs themselves have no memory of the death game. But since this is in paper form, they could just add that. This could be taken as mental weakness, but endurance of great shock could make her that much more mentally sturdy going forward. Oh, it's almost like they're taking the information that they're learning through this game, even of the non-candidates, potentially to maybe make an AI of the non-candidates later on, since this kind of note seems like research type information. Nao isn't weak at all. Aww. And then what she holds dear. Most likely, Nao Ekokoro treasures the artworks she has created, and brushes, etc., received from her high school teacher. Due to minimal desire for money, she does not seem the type to want expensive things. Aw, we love a humble girl. That's all it says. Alright, and now let's take a look at Gin's information. Let's get him set up. Come on, KGL, let's get out of here. It looks like an AI of Gin will answer me. Alright, so now to get Gin's at least 50 of Gin's tokens. So during the first negotiation on day 1, you can receive 10 tokens from Gin. You won't be able to get 50 tokens if you do this, or you won't lose the opportunity to have 50 of Gin's tokens if you choose not to negotiate with him on day 1. This is just another opportunity to get tokens from Gin. And then during the third negotiation on day 1, you can receive 30 tokens from Gin. So that's the big one that you have to do if you want 50 of Gin's tokens for his information. And then finally, during the third negotiation on day 2, you can receive 20 tokens from Gin. The 30 on day 1 and then the 20 on day 2 will give you enough to speak with Gin. The other 10 is just extra. So let's speak to you. Meow, Wolf. Why'd you wake me up, big sis Sara? This is an AI of Gin. Sorry, can we talk for a bit, Gin? Of course, Meow. Woohoo! He's so cheerful. Alright, let's take a look at your history. History? What should I talk about, Wolf? Just an introduction would make me happy. Gin Ibushi from Heiwa Elementary Class 6-3. I'm 12 years old, Meow. Yeah, so for anyone confused on the 6-3 part, I don't know if this is used in other places, but in Japan, it would be like saying like 6-year 3rd class, 6nen sangumi, because in most Japanese elementary schools, they of course have grades 1 through 6, and then within each grade, since they basically have like homerooms, there's usually 2, 3, maybe 4, so it would be like you'd be grade 6 class 1, grade 6 class 2, and grade 6 class 3, just stating the different homerooms, the different classes. I take care of the animals, Meow. Oh yeah, and a lot of Japanese elementary schools and high schools, like they give responsibilities to all of the students, like different cleaning jobs. Maybe some people have to water plants, some people have to come in early to clean different things, clean the blackboards, things like that. And I guess Gin's job is to take care of the animals, which is very fitting. It's sweet. Is school fun for you? It's not that fun, cause of some guys I don't like, Meow. Aw. But it's fun to meet friends, Woof. We play games together, Meow. Aw. That's nice that he has a lot of friends, or at least some friends, close friends. Do you wear that outfit to school, too? Nah, because people get mad. It's only when I'm at home, Woof. Aw, he's grown a lot. It's kinda easier to talk when I wear this, Meow. But I can't wear it to school, so I get uneasy, Woof. So people at school tell me I'm obedient, Woof, but that's wrong, Meow. Maybe he's not good at communicating unless he's wearing those clothes. Meow. My aspirations are to live with animals all the time, Meow. Aww. What kind of animals? I'm way into gators right now, Meow. They're cute, Woof. Oh, that's sweet. It's nice to see that he likes all animals. Maybe because he's a boy. Alligators are so manly. Okay, let's ask your physical info. I'm 138 centimeters and 35.5 kilograms, Meow. That's 4 foot, 6 inches, and 78 pounds, Woof. Oh, I guess this is one way to get over the metric. So yeah, the 35.5 kilograms, gotta keep that in mind. And I grew 2 centimeters at my last checkup, Meow. Your growth spurt and voice change must be coming up soon. Oh, obviously, Meow. I'm gonna be bigger than you, big sis Sara. I'd love to see a grown-up Gin. I'm sure you'll look really cool. I've got high hopes for you. Yeah, I'll sweep you off your feet, Meow. Be grateful, Woof. Okay, let's make it a promise. Got it, Meow. A promise for when I outgrow you, Woof. A promise for the future. Gin and I both have a future. We definitely can't die. It's interesting that these AIs must have some memories, because the Gin AI shouldn't recognize Sara, but they are completely keeping the same relationship that they have in game. Alright, relatives. My family's a double-income household, meow. I don't have siblings, so it's lonely when I'm there by myself, meow. My mom's super nice, even when she's exhausted, woof. No matter how late she gets home, she always makes dinner. And no matter how much I tell her not to overwork herself... Oh, that's sweet that he cares. Do you like your mom? I love her, meow. I'm worried how she's even busier lately, woof. Oh. What about your dad? I don't like some things, but I like him, meow. Oh. But I super hate when he's a drunkard who causes trouble, meow. It's embarrassing, woof. Oh. And he's always getting yelled at by mom and apologizing, so it's like he's got no dignity, woof. I don't want to be that kind of pathetic grown-up, meow. Huh, so it's a decent enough family. But I'm sure I won't, meow, because I'm not blood related to Dad, woof. Yeah, so this is another hint that they all have weird relationships with their dads, or at least they're all not blood related to their fathers. Huh? I heard he married Mom when I was 2, meow, so that genetic stuff won't make me turn out like him, woof. Is that so? Well, it's not like I hate Dad, woof. It's true, meow. Yeah, so we gotta keep that in mind. 10 years ago was when Gin got his new dad. Alright, physical info relatives, death game info. I don't know, meow. It's scary, woof. What's dying feel like, meow? I don't know either. I don't want to never meet Mom and Dad again, meow. Big sis Sara, are you scared too, meow? Yeah, I am. Really scared. Oh. I'll definitely protect you, meow. Come see me anytime, woof. Thanks. Oh. Such a sweet boy. What he holds dear. What I hold dear? That's hard, meow. It's gotta be my mom and dad, meow. I'd be sad if they went away, woof. Ah, and the Mew-chan cushion I'm always with. They're super precious to me, meow. We're always together, so I forgot, meow. Sorry, Mew-chan, woof. Mew-chan is family to you too, huh? That's right, meow. I got seriously mad when Dad was gonna throw them away, meow. Unforgivable, woof. Get me a new one? No way, meow. You're a dummy, woof. I'm getting furious just remembering, woof. Mom should yell at him again, meow. Oh, that's sweet. And I think that's everything. Alright, so now I will show you the pre-recorded clip I have of when I discovered that you can get 50 of Q-Taro's tokens as long as you don't go straight to the long staircase after getting 40 tokens from him. So I'll show that now. Alright, so I just did the Q-Taro trade where Q-Taro gave us 40 of his tokens for 10 of our tokens if you accept that. And I also did the get 10 of Q-Taro's tokens during the arm wrestling attraction. So if you do that, you are able to get 50 of Q-Taro's tokens. This is the only way to get 50 Q-Taro tokens is if you accept the 40 token trade. Besides that, the only way to get tokens other than the arm wrestling attraction is that you can get 20 of Q-Taro's tokens during the third trade on day 1, but that'll only get you to 30 tokens. So the only way to buy Q-Taro's information is if instead of following Q-Taro straight to the vending machine, if you go here, because you actually have the option to move around, which is nice, because if not, you wouldn't be able to, you would just go to a game over and you wouldn't be able to buy his information. So let's get Q-Taro's information now. Well then, here's your prize. Obtain Q-Taro's personal info. Use the startup device in the monitor room to view the personal information. Alright, it's eerie without any music. Maybe I'll add some now. But one of the numerous monitors. Okay, let's... Q-Taro Burgerberg's personal information can only be viewed in the monitor room. View the information? Yes. I should find a time when no one's looking. Come on, KG Alice, shoo. Oh, yep, and the monitor is in the right spot. It looks like an AI of Q-Taro will answer me. Now where is this? This is an AI of Q-Taro. Q-Taro, could we talk? Yeah, it's okay with me. If you're fine with an AI, we can have a chat. Thank you very much. Quit with the formality. Let's talk all casual like. Okay, let's go through it. History. I was raised up in an orphanage. That's just a mite bit weird. Had people from all sorts of countries. I got a lot of dialects and stuff mixed in me. Of course, they sent me to compulsory education up till high school. Can't thank the place enough. And now, I'm a pro baseball player. Kiddos at the orphanage root for me too. Aww. I want to hurry up and show him that even guys in situations like ours can get on a mound and have the stadium roaring. Aww. So he has an affection for the orphanage. Too bad that orphanage is run by not super cool people. Well, point is, I got no history yet. I'm about to be making some radiant records. Better get your autographs early, Sara. Ooh, sure thing. I'll ask the real Q-Taro for one sometime, before he gets cooked. Physical info. 6 foot 4 inches, 230 pounds. Okay, I'm curious about the 6 foot 4 inches, because I only know metric. Give me a second. Oh, never mind, okay. Because I saw it's 193 centimeters, roughly, 6 foot 4 inches. Because in a live stream that Nankirai did about a year ago from today, it was when the Nico Nico website where Your Turn to Die was first published was closing down. He recorded the first chapter of Your Turn to Die and streamed it. It's on YouTube, available to watch. It's really fun. Of course, it's in Japanese, but I don't know. His voice is very soothing, I'll say that much. But in that, he mentions how when Q-Taro first introduces himself, he says his height as 193 centimeters, and he looks back saying, oh, I probably should have made him a bit taller, 6 foot 4 inches might not be super impressive. I mean, it's relatively tall, but for Q-Taro, he says that it maybe should have been a little higher, but he can't change it now. Anyways. Wow. My position's pitcher, but I got confidence in my batting, base running, and fielding. Ooh, not really familiar, but he sounds strong. But my greatest weapon's my head. Gotta be smart to be a first-class athlete. Aww. That's nice. So, Q-Taro isn't just a musclehead. He is actually intelligent. He thinks things. He would be a great coach. Do you now? Of course, I'm reflecting on the time I tore apart those puzzle rings by force, but oh, whatever he's doing, his physical abilities tower above the rest. Aw. Okay, relatives. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have asked that. Is it hard to discuss? Nah, there's just nothing to discuss. 'Cause I've never seen my birth parents' faces. Only place I knew was the orphanage. That's why the people there were my mom's and my dad's. Doesn't matter our blood relation. Aww. I like that theme in this game of how blood relations aren't the make it or break it. You can form meaningful relationships with people who you aren't physically related to. But well, I do get thinking sometimes, what kind of people was I born to, and what kind of genetics do I got? Yeah. I started baseball just for fun, but I've thought how if I pitch as a first starting pro, maybe my birth parents will be watching. Oh. Do you want to meet them? If we could talk and laugh it up, that'd be the best. All at ease, like I'm having a great life. Q-Taro. Death game info. Huh? You're doing this death game, right? Knowing me, I doubt I even got the slightest notion of dying. Oh. Hell, to the second stringer, baseball's a death game with my life as a player on the line. Don't joke about it like that. But to do some self-analysis. I wonder if maybe I'll try and win within the rules of the game. Oh. In the saga of a sports player, you tend to forget about breaking the rules. Maybe somebody like you, young and not knowing fear, is more suited to finding a path to survival. That's true, because right after this, the only place to go after this AI is the game over. Is that so? Sorry to make it sound like it ain't my business. I mean, look, I'm an AI, you know? Aww. Okay, and what he holds dear. Hold dear, huh? The caretakers at the orphanage, the kiddos, of course, baseball, and myself, probably. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I don't want to die, and I don't want the people I like to die. So, I don't like to kick people, but if I gotta, I got the resolve. This is amazing. Yeah, Q-Taro is such an interesting character to have, because a lot of death games hesitate on writing these kinds of, I guess, selfish, but like, you first characters. Like, they can come across really bad a lot of the times. But in Q-Taro's case, it's completely logical that you put yourself in front of others. Like, your survival is your first priority. But I hate the kind of people who's got that as their first thought. Oh, yeah. I guess that shows how Q-Taro had to think a lot before deciding on escaping or attempting to escape. Sorry for getting all fired up. Shouldn't have said that all entitled when you're involved in it. Don't you mind me. No, it's okay. Because Sara would absolutely do the same. Well, I guess that's everything that we can get from him. So we'll stop viewing. I need to clean up so no one else sees. That should be good. Alright, oh, and it looks like we can just keep Q-Taro on us. Alright, well that is Q-Taro's AI, and I will see you all wherever we are in the video while I grab everyone else's tokens. Alright, so those were all of the personal informations that we can get, all of the AIs that we have access to, AIs plus Nao's suspicious paperwork. It's a shame that it's not possible to get enough tokens to buy the personal information of Alice, So, Connor, or Keiji, but still very interesting that we can get 4 characters. I think that it adds quite a bit, especially the little clues that we have. Of course, playing at this point we don't understand or nothing stands out as important, but the fact that Gein's father is not blood related to him, or how Nao doesn't have an AI and Gashu just gives us her paperwork, or how Reko doesn't recognize the bongos as an important item. So all of that's really interesting, and it's nice because most people who are just playing don't get enough tokens to get the personal information, or they can only get the information of Nao, or only the information of Gein or Reko. And therefore it's not really suspicious. Like, if they only got the information for Nao, they wouldn't see why it's strange that hers is in paper and not AI, because you wouldn't know that unless you bought one of the other people's personal information. Anyway, overall this was super interesting, got kind of long, but thank you so much for watching, and in the next video we will continue on with the story and finish up this Trust Barter game for good. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all then. Bye!